Hi, I'm back from TheRubiksCubed, and today I have an unboxing from the Cubicle.us. So, in this package, there is an Aolong GT and a Moyu Tangpo, which I am really excited for these puzzles because I tried out a GT in competition and I decided I need to get this right away because from the one that I felt, it was modded, but it was better than my Aolong, and that's saying something because I love my Aolong to death. So I'm really hoping that this cube can be my new main, and then hopefully the Tangpo is good enough to beat out my current main, the Upo, as far as 2x2. So these are two very good options as potential mains, so that's why I'm really excited about them. Alright, so opening this up, we have a receipt, and looks like there's another cube in here, which is kind of weird. But here, it looks like we have the GT. Yep, so here is the Aolong GT, and the Aolong V1 as well as the Aolong V2 have been my mains in the past, so I'm really excited about this. I know it's kind of not really like an Aolong, a typical Aolong, but I'm still excited anyway because it falls under the Aolong name. So here is the Tangpo and stickers, but it looks like there's another cube in here as well. Let's see. Well, this looks to be like a cheese sale. That's my best guess, but I really have no idea because I didn't order this. So I am testing this from the Cubicle.us, so a big thank you to them. I'm really excited, as I said, for all these puzzles, and it was very nice of them for to send this puzzle over as well with these. So let's bust into this stuff. So another quick thing that kind of adds to the excitement of all this stuff is that I wasn't really expecting this order in the mail. And the reason for that is because the Cubicle has been shipping stuff out a little bit later than usual due to some backup. And I just wanted to make a few comments about that before beginning because I have a strong opinion towards it. So with any business, there will always be some difficulties along the road with expansion. So I feel that when a lot of people are criticizing the Cubicle right now because they're a little bit back-ordered, backlogged at the moment, I don't feel like they really deserve that. I mean, it's very clear to me that they put in 100% of their energy to try get out cubes to everybody, and I don't think they really deserve that hate necessarily. So and if you haven't seen their 2016, I don't know what to call it, resolutions, I guess, check that out. They wrote a whole paragraph about that kind of stuff, and it was really well written. I don't think they deserve all that hate. I mean, they do a great job, and yeah, I appreciate everything that they do. With any business, when you get as popular as the Cubicle has gotten, it becomes difficult to maintain all of that inventory and stuff like that. So I have complete faith that they're working that stuff out, and they will get cubes out. Okay, so with that comment over, let's take a look at these stickers. Here we have Tangpo stickers in, you guessed it, super contrast shades, as well as Aolong GT colors and super contrast shades. Now, I want to make a quick mention about the Aolong GT stickers. Because a lot of people say a lot of people didn't really like them when it first came out, and I kind of disagree with that. But I'll mention that when we open up the Aolong GT, because first we're going to look at this. So I'm assuming that this is a cheese sale, but I'm not really seeing it much on the packaging. Now I know that it's a Chi because we have the Mofangi logo down here. So that pamphlet did not have any useful information. So I'm going to assume for now this is a cheese sale, and I'll look into it and let you know what it is. But first turns on this. Okay, so assuming that this is a cheese sale, I'm actually very impressed. This turns very well. It has a sort of sandiness to it, and yeah, we can see this definitely is not like the Guanlong mechanism, which is the YJ's sort of cheap puzzle, and this is cheese sort of cheap puzzle. So I think in the future with my sticker mods, I would have this as my number one option over the Guanlong, because I think I can really mod this so that it feels like an actual really good speed cube. This has a lot more potential than the Guanlong. The Guanlong out of the box and in general feels very cheap, but I will say that at least compared to the Guanlong, this is very solid. Right out of the box, this turning is superb. We'll see what I can do with this as far as like sticker modding, but thank you to the Cubicle for sending this extra to me. I'll put it to good use. Moving right along here to the Tangpo. So I'm really excited about this. I had the Lingpo as a main, but it was just a bit too locky. So then I got the Yupo because I love the feeling of the Lingpo. I just want to get rid of that lockiness, sort of. And right after the Yupo came out, this came out. So to give you a little bit of description of what I'm looking for here, the first thing I'm looking for is a Lingpo Yupo feeling. Now the difference with the Yupo compared to the Lingpo is it catches less, but you're sort of giving up a little bit of speed, and I love speed in the cube. So I'm really hoping that this is like a faster Yupo, basically, that doesn't catch as much as a Lingpo. And I gotta say, just looking at it right now, I really love how these stickers are like full fitted right out of the box. I absolutely love full fitted stickers, and as you know, I'm very fond of stickers. So, yeah, so I like the full fitted sticker look. It's definitely, the stickers are definitely larger than what come with the Lingpo out of the box. I believe that these stickers right over here are full fitted as well, but let's hope for the best on those, because I would prefer something that looks like this. Alright, first turns. Alright, so the first person's video that I watched unboxing this was Rami Spahi's, and he did mention how the cube has a lot of potential, and I think I agree with him on that. Out of the box, it's not a main like the Yupo was out of the box, or I just had to loosen the Yupo and it was fine. Just from looking here, it looks to be like there's some off tensions. Like, look at this side, it's like crazy loose, and then flip it to this side, and it's not as loose. So I'll have to mess around with the tensions, but I am getting some basic lockups, probably as a result of those tensions, which is not good, but the cube does not have a feeling that I would prefer. It's a bit smoother than I would like, and if you know what I like, it's bumpy, scratchy, Aolong feeling. Going back to my Aolong that I love, but yeah, so I definitely think it'll take over my main slot, because in general, I can imagine this being a cube that doesn't lock as much as the Lingpo, but is faster than the Yupo. So it's sort of like a middle ground, and I would definitely love that as my main. So I'll be fixing this one up, maybe reviewing it, we'll see, and I'll let you know how it goes with that. Last but not least, I'm really looking forward to this. Let's take a look at the Aolong GT. Alright, so going back to these shades that I was talking about earlier. So, I was joking around with my friends on Google Hangouts about this because everybody hates them. I have not met one person that likes them. But it actually, these shades, although I will agree that they're worse, they are much worse than the normal Moyu shades, they're actually better for me. And, there we go. I'll explain why. So, if you take a look at my super contrast shades over here, you'll notice that this green is a bit darker. And this actually isn't like a dark green or anything. It's actually light green, but compared to like a fluorescent green, it seems to be a bit darker. So, on the Moyu shades, I can't really use the Moyu shades, even though I will say that the Moyu shades are absolutely amazing. They look amazing. I can't really use them because the green is so light that I always get it confused with the yellow. And so that's not something that I would be willing to live with just so that the cube looks good. So in general, as far as like performance goes, as my main, I would want something that has a dark green like this compared to Moyu shades. If it was something that I was just looking at, I can say yes, definitely Moyu shades would be better. Feeling this out of the box, it feels heavier than a Aolong. Of course, I'm going to compare everything to the Aolong, but it feels similar. I can tell it's lubricated, and it just wants to move. Pretty decent tensions. That's about what I have my Aolong at. So let's get going with first turns. Yes. Yes. That's a new main. That's a new main. I could definitely tell you that's a new... yes. I'm so glad I got a GT. Oh my god. Okay, so... you can tell I'm a bit excited here. So this thing... It feels really solid and like sturdy right now, which I love. That's what I like about the Aolong, even though I think the downfall of the Aolong, like the only downfall I can think of, is that it corner twists and pops a little bit more than a more modern speed cube would. So hopefully this doesn't do that, and I don't think it will, based off, definitely not corner twisting, based off of this squared off corner design that everybody's using nowadays, and probably not popping either. I haven't heard any complaints about that. It does look similar to what you would see with an Aolong or Aolong, this sort of mechanism. But its feeling is not the same as the Aolong quite. It's more clicky than a Aolong, but it still has that bumpiness and scratchiness that I just love. I absolutely love it. And the speed seems to be very good. So yeah, we'll see. If it was up to me, I would definitely choose this as my main. But really, it all really depends on what times I get with this cube. If it's better than the Aolong, I'm switching to this one. I can at least tell you that this is going to be my backup main. It will be competing with my Aolong very tightly for my main slot. So we'll see what happens. I want to give a big thank you to thecubicle.us who let me test out these puzzles and sent over a free cheese sale. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that'll be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow me on social media in order to be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.